A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Boshemer Gymnasium on the campus of Brevard College in Brevard, North Carolina, the mountains of western North Carolina, for this USA South Conference matchup. The visiting North Carolina Wesleyan Battling Bishops versus the host Brevard College Tornadoes. Second game of a back-to-back conference weekend for the Tornadoes, and Tornadoes will be looking to bounce back after losing their conference matchup yesterday, but it should be a good one here. Brevard 2-9 overall, 1-3 in the USA South Conference. NC Wesleyan 5-6 overall, 1-2 in the USA South Conference. And we are about 13 minutes, 30 seconds away from the tip-off. North Carolina Wesleyan at Brevard coming up shortly. Thanks for joining us in this edition of Brevard College Men's Basketball. So roughly 9 minutes, 30 seconds away from the tip-off of this USA South Conference men's basketball matchup, North Carolina Wesleyan and Brevard. Now, we mentioned it's the second game of back-to-back USA South Conference matchups for the Tornadoes. Yesterday, right here at the Boschmer Gymnasium, the Tornadoes suffered a 91-71 defeat to Methodist. Methodist improving to 3-1 in the USA South. Brevard dropping to 1-3. Brevard hung with Methodist in that second half, 46-45. Methodist with the advantage in the second half, but Methodist just built really an insurmountable lead for the Tornadoes in that first half, leading by as many as 21 points in that first half and heading into the intermission with a 45-26 lead. Now, individually, Cannon Lamb had a 27-point performance, which was a new career best for Cannon Lamb, the native of Marion, North Carolina. Shot 11 of 21 from the field. Also pulled down a team best 8 rebounds. He made 3 3-pointers after starting the game ice cold from beyond the arc. He hit 3 3-pointers at the start of that second half and tops his previous best career high, which was 21 that he had set twice earlier this season, and with the 27 points. So congratulations to Cannon Lamb as far as that career day, but certainly for head coach Lee Burgess and his club, they are looking for W's from the team standpoint and are looking to get back in the win column this afternoon versus North Carolina Wesleyan. Other highlights from yesterday individually, Damari Hopper with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Nice work from the senior guard as far as getting down low and making things happen from the guard position. Senior forward Levi Lamb with 16 points on 7 of 12 shooting. And those three, Hopper, Cannon Lamb, and Levi Lamb, 61 of Brevard's 71 total points. So really a three-headed monster, those three getting it done for the Tornadoes. So perhaps that would be an area to look at this afternoon to see if some other players can get involved on the offensive end for the Tornadoes. But Tornadoes looking to bounce back quickly, less than 24 hours since yesterday's 91-71 loss to Methodist. Well, we're now less than 7 minutes away. We'll come back with pregame introductions as well as the invocation and anthem, and then we'll get things started here between North Carolina Wesleyan and Brevard. Thanks for joining us here at the Boschmer Gymnasium on the campus of Brevard College. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Boshemer Gymnasium, where the Brevard College Tornadoes will face off against the North Carolina Wesleyan Battling Bishops in a USA South Conference men's basketball matchup. Just moments away from the start of this one. Should be a good one between North Carolina Wesleyan and Brevard. North Carolina Wesleyan 5-6, 1-2 in the conference. Brevard 2-9, 1-3 in the conference. Both teams coming off losses yesterday. The Battling Bishops losing to Piedmont and the Tornadoes losing to Methodist here at home. So both looking to get back into the win column this Sunday afternoon at the Boshemer Gymnasium. And we will turn it over now to the public address announcer here at the Boshemer Gymnasium, Ray Gill, with pregame announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups. First, the visiting Battling Bishops of North Carolina Wesleyan. At forward, the 6'10" senior from Brevard, North Carolina, Ricardo Gold. At guard, the 6'3" senior from Sanford, North Carolina, 10, Cameron Martin. At guard, a 5'9" freshman from Greensboro, North Carolina, 13, Devin Westbrook. At center, the 6'5" senior from Wilmington, North Carolina, 22, AJ Fry. And at forward, the 6'7" senior from Brevard, North Carolina, 42, Mitch Layton. NC Wesleyan is coached by John Thompson, assisted by Michael Wilson and Eric Northrup. And now, the starting lineup for your Brevard College Tornadoes. At forward, the 6'4" senior from Atlanta, Georgia, number 1. Levi Lamb. At guard, a 6' senior from Gastonia, North Carolina. Number 2, Kamari Hopper. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Wilmington, North Carolina. Number 3, Kadafi Turner. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Eagle River, Alaska. Number 4, Joshua Wilson. And at 4, the 6'4" junior from Marion, North Carolina. Number 10, Ken Lamb. The Tornadoes are coached by Mr. Ian Burgess and assisted by Mr. Miles.
So there's your starting lineups for Brevard and North Carolina Wesleyan. The Tornadoes going with the same starters they utilized yesterday in the matchup versus Methodist. Levi Lamb, Damari Hopper, Kadafi Turner, Joshua Wilson, and Cannon Lamb, the 5 starters for the Tornadoes. North Carolina Wesleyan going with Ricardo Bullock, Cameron Martin, Devin Resper, A.J. Fry and Mitch Layton. Tornadoes in the blue jerseys and the white trim and white numbers, while North Carolina Wesleyan in the gold jerseys with the navy blue numbers. Levi Lamb versus Ricardo Bullock on the opening tip. Bullock listed at 6'10", one of the taller players across USA South Conference play without a doubt. North Carolina Wesleyan with the opening possession in this one, as inbounding now is Devin Resper. Layton brings that down. Layton, another tall player at 6'7", number 42, so 6'10" and 6'7" across the front line, as 5's on the shot clock for the battling Bishops. Here's A.J. Fry, turnaround jumper. It's no good. Going up high for the offensive rebounds, Ricardo Bullock, and the putback is good for Bullock, and North Carolina Wesleyan strikes first with a 2-0 lead. Here's Levi Lamb. Hopper, Cannon Lamb from 3, off the mark. Rebounded by Layton. Layton on the low block, working on Cannon Lamb, gets a rebound, and another second chance opportunity for North Carolina Wesleyan is converted. 4-0 now your score. The visitors on top. Hopper, guarded by Martin. Here's Joshua Wilson. Cannon Lamb, who had a career-best 27 points yesterday, he hands it off to Joshua Wilson from downtown. It's off the back iron. Long rebound to Bullock. Bullock handling the ball himself. And a foul on the court. And it's going to be a non-shooting foul as Joshua Wilson picked up on the foul. And Ricardo Bullock pulled down that defensive rebound and then handled the ball at all 6'10" of them from coast to coast there. When you get a big who can handle the basketball like that, it creates a whole different dimension. You see that in the NBA with players like Giannis. Here's Ricardo Bullock. Resper. Cameron Martin, guarded by Damari Hopper. Fry swings it over to Resper. 6 on the shot clock for North Carolina Wesleyan. Down low as the shot clock is expiring, Fry puts it up. Another offensive rebound and another putback. All 6 points by North Carolina Wesleyan thus far have been second chance opportunities after the offensive glass they've been able to clean up. So certainly the Tornadoes are going to have to work on that area if they're going to win this ball game against the battling Bishops. 6-0 lead for North Carolina Wesleyan. 17 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in this first half, just underway here at the Bosch. Here's Martin. Stolen away by the Tornadoes. Levi Lamb comes up with it. Fast break opportunity for Brevard. Hopper taking it strong to the hoop, but Resper slaps it away from him. And now North Carolina Wesleyan going the other way on the fast break, and Mitch Layton will be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Foul on Joshua Wilson. 2 fouls on Wilson. 2 team fouls on the Tornadoes. And 2 free throws for Mitch Layton. Senior Layton makes the first end of the 2 free throws. So a couple subs for the Tornadoes as Jamichael Boone, the freshman from Fort Deposit, Alabama, and Mike Williams, sophomore guard, both check in. And rebounded there by Williams. Wilson and Turner checked out for the Tornadoes. Hopper finding Levi Lamb. Here's Cannon Lamb. Levi Lamb pump fake against Bullock. Mike Williams with 6 on the shot clock. Finds Jamichael Boone for the corner three. It's no good. Rebound collected by A.J. Fry. 7-0 North Carolina Wesleyan on top. Tornadoes cold early on here from the field, and then a three-pointer there. And just like that, a 10-0 lead. For the battling Bishops. 16 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Tornadoes still trying to break the ice here offensively. Strong take there by Jamichael Boone. And he will be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. So 2 shots for Jamichael Boone. As we mentioned, the freshman from Fort Deposit, Alabama. Has an interesting game. A lot of different parts to his game. The 6'3" freshman as he makes the first free throw, and Tornadoes get on the board this afternoon. 16 minutes, 18 seconds left to play here in this opening half. Jamichael Boone makes both free throws. 10-2 now your score. Corner three there by Martin. And another offensive rebound, second chance conversion for North Carolina Wesleyan. A 12-2 advantage for the battling Bishops. Under 16 minutes to play. There's a media timeout on the next stoppage. Could provide some useful adjustment time for the Tornadoes. And nice job there finding Jamichael Boone, who buries the three-pointer. So Tornadoes cut that 10-point deficit to 7 points on the three-pointer by Boone. Boone's responsible for all 5 points for the Tornadoes thus far. Hook shot there is no good by Layton, rebounded by Hopper. Hopper had a good day on the glass yesterday with 7 rebounds from that guard position, and coming down with the rebound there, picks up his dribble, finds Levi Lamb. Here's Cannon Lamb. Cannon Lamb, turn around and finish. So nice job by the Tornadoes, cutting lead now to 5 points. So a 5-0 mini run for the Tornadoes. Just over 15 minutes left to play here in the first half. Martin finding Resper. Resper guarded by Hopper. Here's Martin again. He's guarded by Mike Williams. And count the basket. Finish there by A.J. Fry. And there's the media timeout aforementioned. 14-7 your score, 14:46 to play. When we come back, A.J. Fry will try to convert a three-point play the hard way for North Carolina Wesleyan. 14-7 North Carolina Wesleyan on top of Brevard. 14:46 left to play, period number 1. So A.J. Fry heads to the free throw line to try to convert this three-point play for North Carolina Wesleyan. Fry, the senior center from Wilmington, North Carolina. And he converts the three-point play. 15-7 now your score, 14:45 to play, half number one. Here's Mike Williams guarded by Resper, bringing the ball up the court. Jamichael Boone finding Levi Lamb. Here's Damari Hopper on the wing, back to Lamb. Lamb with a fake, then finds Cannon Lamb. Levi Lamb on the corner three, it's good. So Tornadoes starting to get going offensively these last few possessions, which is certainly encouraging. Three-pointer from way downtown, NBA distance there, no good, rattles out, rebounded by Levi Lamb. Tornadoes able to perhaps cut into this deficit even further, trailing now by just 5 points. Three-pointer there by Lamb, just off the mark. Offensive rebound down by Damari Hopper. Hopper taking it up strong, and he will be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. 13:58 to play, half number one. Nice work there, finding that loose ball rebound by Damari Hopper, and then a quick take to the basket. He's fouled, and a trip to the free throw line for the senior from Gastonia, North Carolina, Damari Hopper. Makes the first free throw. So deficit now 4 points. Josh Covington checking in for North Carolina Wesleyan. Junior from Portsmouth, Virginia. And second free throw good as well. First look at Messiah Pankey for the Tornadoes as Hopper gets a well-deserved breather. And the Tornadoes have cut into this deficit, now trailing by just 3 points. 13:45 to play in half number one. Here's McDowell. Three-pointer rattles out, a battle for the rebound, and it's going to be a loose ball foul on the battling Bishops. A.J. Fry with the foul. 3 team fouls now for North Carolina Wesleyan. Levi Lamb finding Cannon Lamb. Loose ball comes up into the hands of Levi Lamb, and then the finish by Levi Lamb. And just like that, the Tornadoes trailing by just 1 point, 15-14. After trailing by as many as 10 in the early goings here. Great job by the Tornadoes to battle back. Seven on the shot clock. Up high with the finish there is Isaiah Lewis, another one of those tall players for North Carolina Wesleyan. Certainly one of the taller teams in the USA South. Lewis listed at 6'6". Turnaround jumper there for Levi Lamb's no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Here's Josh Covington on the attack. Fry. Here's Bullock from downtown. It's no good. Rebounded by Pankey. (17-14) your score. 12:11 to play. Half number one. Team foul now number 4 on North Carolina Wesleyan. So certainly the Tornadoes on pace to creating some bonus free throw situations. Garrett Phillips checking in for the battling Bishops. Tornadoes going with Messiah Pankey, Mike Williams, Cannon Lamb, Jamichael Boone, and Joshua Wilson. Here's Wilson on the low block, finds an open Mike Williams. Mike Williams from 3, it's good. Nice job of offense there, and the Tornadoes have battled all the way back to tie this contest at 17 apiece. Mike Williams with the 3. Covington finding Lewis, back to Covington. Lewis with the jump hook, it's no good, rebounded by Cannon Lamb, and now an opportunity for the Tornadoes to take their first lead of the afternoon. Mike Williams, guarded by Covington. Covington goes for the steal. Mike Williams shakes him off. And the finish by Williams. The floater by Mike Williams. And the Tornadoes now with their first lead of the game, 19-17. 11:05 to play, half number one. Just a complete shift of momentum compared to what happened in these first few minutes of this contest. And a foul away from the ball underneath. Looks like it's going to be on Cannon Lamb of the Tornadoes. And meanwhile, a media timeout on the court with your score, Tornadoes 19, North Carolina Wesleyan 17. 10:56 to play, half number one. .56 to play, half number one, and the Tornadoes enjoying their first lead of the afternoon, a 19-17 advantage. As an alley-oop attempt there does not go the way of North Carolina Wesleyan. Here's Jermichael Boone with the three-pointer. It's no good. Levi Lamb in position for the rebound. Nice job with that offensive board for Levi Lamb, and then a foul on North Carolina Wesleyan. Now, North Carolina Wesleyan led by 10 points early in this contest. In fact, a 10-0 lead, and since then, the Tornadoes a 19-7 advantage to take this lead. Luke Blaynot in the game for the Tornadoes, providing some size against this North Carolina Wesleyan matchup. And then a turnover there for North Carolina Wesleyan. Only the second turnover of the game for the Battling Bishops. Tornadoes have not turned the ball over yet. Brevard so far led by Levi Lamb with 5 points. Also Mike Williams and Jermichael Boone both off the bench with 5 points apiece. Mitch Layton has led North Carolina Wesleyan with 7 points. Tornadoes holding on to that 2-point lead as a steal there, and there's the first turnover of the game for the Tornadoes. And then a foul on Mike Williams. First foul from Williams. Under 10 minutes to play now, half number one. Covington, guarded by Pankey, 6 on the shot clock. Covington finding Lewis, and then a shot clock violation as McDowell threw up a long-range heave, but it fell short. And the score will remain 19-17, Tornadoes on top. After trailing 10-0 to begin this contest, the Tornadoes have taken control in last 5-6 minutes. Jermichael Boone, strong take there, Little too hard off the backboard, and then a jump ball possession arrow for the Tornadoes. Cameron Martin checking back in for North Carolina Wesleyan. Luke Blaynott, Mike Williams, Jamichael Boone, Levi Lamb, and Messiah Pankey, the 5 on the court for the Tornadoes. Here's Pankey finding Boone, right back to Pankey. Here's Williams, back to Pankey. Quick passing by the Tornadoes. Levi Lamb, cross-court pass to an open Mike Williams. Mike Williams for 3, it's good. Nice piece of ball movement there for the Tornadoes. Quick passes, and then Levi Lamb with the assist, finding the open Mike Williams, who buries the three-pointer. Biggest lead of the afternoon for the Tornadoes. A 22-7 advantage after trailing 10-0. And a backdoor cut and a finish there. From North Carolina Wesleyan's perspective, much needed to try to quiet some of this momentum for the Tornadoes. Here's Blaynott. Pankey. Mike Williams. Steal there for the Battling Bishops, and McDowell with the finish. And the lead is now 1 for the Tornadoes after 2 quick baskets for North Carolina Wesleyan. A.J. Fry set to check back in for the Battling Bishops. Here's Messiah Pankey. Blaynott. Off the foot of Pankey, so another steal for the Battling Bishops and another fast break opportunity. A scramble for the basketball, and it ends up into the hands of Isaiah Lewis, and the finish by Lewis. And just like that, 6 consecutive points for North Carolina Wesleyan, a 23-22 advantage. Levi Lamb on the low block, guarded by McDowell. Lamb probing. Jumper in the paint's no good. Rebounded by McDowell. McDowell guarded by Mike Williams. 7:10 to play, half number 1. Three-pointer there is off the mark. Going up high for that rebound's Messiah Pankey. And now Mike Williams will bring the ball up the court. Just under 7 minutes to play, half number 1. Boone, Levi Lamb. Pankey now with the basketball. Mike Williams, 13 on the shot clock. Great job there. Levi Lamb finding Pankey on the backdoor cut. Pankey unable to finish. Meanwhile, here comes North Carolina Wesleyan on the attack. 6:30 to play, half number 1. And Josh Covington taking the ball amongst the trees there, and will earn a trip to the free throw line. See who the foul was on. Believe it was on Jamichael Boone, and there's a media timeout on the court. With your score, North Carolina Wesleyan 23, Brevard 22, 6 minutes, 27 seconds left to play, half number 1. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Brevard College Men's Basketball. So after the media timeout and the foul on Jamichael Boone, Josh Covington will head to the line for North Carolina Wesleyan. First free throw off the front iron. Covington still looking for his first points of the afternoon. Second free throw no good as well. Ricardo Bullock checking back in for North Carolina Wesleyan. On the court for the Tornadoes, Damari Hopper, Mike Williams, Levi Lamb, Jamichael Boone, and Cannon Lamb. Tornadoes trailed 10-0, battled all the way back to take the lead, and now North Carolina Wesleyan has wrestled that lead back. Three-pointer there by Lamb is good. Levi Lamb with the three-pointer, putting the Tornadoes back atop. Third lead change of the afternoon, and for Levi Lamb, his 8th point. He's made 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. McDowell with the three-pointer. Quite the answer there for McDowell. Junior from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Here's Hopper, guarded by Martin. Jamichael Boone, Cannon Lamb. Lamb, runner into the paint. Well defended by A.J. Fry of the Battling Bishops. Now a fast break opportunity and a finish there by Damon McDowell. He now has 6 points. Mitch Layton, by the way, leads the Battling Bishops with 7 points. Mike Williams and Levi Lamb each with 8 points for the Tornadoes. 6th team foul on the Battling Bishops. Side out situation for the Tornadoes. Damari Hopper will do the honors. Williams running the point for the Tornadoes. Good looking pass there, threading the needle to Levi Lamb. And another foul on the Battling Bishops. And Lamb will get a trip to the charity stripe. 8 points for the senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Make it 9 points for Levi Lamb. Paris Crawford has checked in for the Tornadoes. Freshman from Atlanta. Rebounded there by Fry. So 28-26, the Battling Bishops with the 2-point lead over the Tornadoes. Bishops have led by as many as 10, taking a 10-0 lead to start this contest. Rebounded there by Lamb. Lamb now bringing the ball up the court himself. Here's Levi Lamb going coast to coast, then finds an open Mike Williams. Williams from 3, it rattles out. Rebounded by A.J. Fry. 4:15 to play, half number 1, and a turnover there for North Carolina Wesleyan, their 5th turnover of the afternoon. Bullock batting that ball out of bounds as Hopper was trying to find Levi Lamb on the inbounds. Now Hopper finds an open Paris Crawford. Hopper running the point at the moment for the Tornadoes. Here's Mike Williams. Levi Lamb back to Mike Williams. Stolen there by North Carolina Wesleyan as Bullock comes up with it. Here comes Wesleyan pushing the ball up the court with some tempo. Bullock a strong take and count the basket. And a timeout on the court, a media timeout with your score, North Carolina Wesleyan 30, Brevard 26. So the and one opportunity for Ricardo Bullock after the foul on Paris Crawford. Free throw's no good, but coming up with the offensive rebound, North Carolina Wesleyan, their 5th offensive rebound of the afternoon. Three-pointer there is good. Paris Crawford from the land of 3. And the Tornadoes now trailing by 1, 30-29, 3:25 left to play. Battle for the rebound. Coming up strong for it there is Tim Pettiford. And then a foul on Cannon Lamb. 8th team foul for the Tornadoes. 3:21 left to play. Pettiford, the freshman from Garner, North Carolina. Word of God Academy. As North Carolina Wesleyan now with a 4-point lead. Hopper bringing the ball up the court for the Tornadoes. 3:12 left to play until intermission. Here's Cannon Lamb. Guarded by Layton. Lamb going up high. Rebound by Braden Dixon of North Carolina Wesleyan. Three-pointer here is no good off the back iron. Strong rebound there by Paris Crawford. Crawford from 3. Just off the mark. Rebounded by the Battling Bishops, Tim Pettiford. 2:35 to play, half number 1. Stolen there, Cannon Lamb getting a piece on it, and then Damari Hopper running the fast break, and then the finish there. Mike Williams with the finish. Nice job. Fast break basketball off the turnover for the Tornadoes. Actually, the first points off turnovers for the Tornadoes this afternoon. Real nice job getting off on that fast break. Hopper and Williams on the attack, the two backcourt mates. Dixon picks up his dribble with Hopper defending. Here's Martin. Martin with 12 on the shot clock. And a finish there by Mitch Layton. We've talked about it before in the broadcast. The size of North Carolina Wesleyan certainly creates a tough matchup for any USA South opponent. Players listed at 6'10", 2 at 6'7", 6'6", 6'5". Very tall players for the Division III level. 35-31 your score, and Ricardo Bullock, the tallest player on the court at 6'10", heading to the free throw line. 1-and-1 opportunity for Bullock with both teams in the bonus now. 1:49 to play. Free throws up and good by Bullock. He now has 5 points. Second free throw up and good. So 37-31. North Carolina Wesleyan now on top. Hopper bringing the ball up the court for the Tornadoes. Mike Williams, Levi Lamb, Paris Crawford, and Cannon Lamb also on the court. Here's Mike Williams. Levi Lamb from way downtown. That's NBA distance there. And count it. The three-pointer by Levi Lamb. He sized that up from well beyond the three-point line and drained that three-pointer. And now a 30-second timeout on the court. 90 seconds to play until intermission. It's been a compelling matchup. North Carolina Wesleyan running out to a 10-0 lead. The Tornadoes then battling back, really taking control over a period of about 6-7 minutes to wrestle the lead back. And then wrestling the lead back again was North Carolina Wesleyan, who currently leads 37-34. They had built a 6-point lead until that last three-pointer by Levi Lamb. That three-pointer all the way from Hendersonville, so far away from the basket, that one. NBA distance. So 37-34 your score. See if the Tornadoes can get a stop and perhaps cut into the deficit even further before intermission. Wraparound pass there, and there's the stop that the Tornadoes were looking for, and you can hear the Tornado faithful applauding. Very well-educated crowd here on the sport of basketball, and they realize just how critical that stop there was. And then a quick foul, and a 1-on-1 situation with the Tornadoes in the bonus. Foul on Lewis of North Carolina Wesleyan. Now Paris Crawford will head to the line. Freshman guard from Atlanta, Georgia, North Springs High School, Paris Crawford, for shot up and good. .117 left to play, half number one. Crawford buries both free throws. Now just a 1-point game. Dixon. Here's Lewis. Pettiford. Nice defensive pressure there by Mike Williams. And a timeout. It was just moments away from a jump ball situation. By the way, the possession arrow is in favor of North Carolina Wesleyan, but North Carolina Wesleyan able to get a quick 30-second timeout there to hold on to possession. 37-36, the Battling Bishops on top. 58 seconds left to play here, half number one. So North Carolina Wesleyan will maintain possession. Braden Dixon will do the honors underneath the Battling Bishops' own basket. Dixon inbounding to Lewis. fight for the rebound. Comes up into the hands of Damari Hopper. Hopper now pushing the ball forward. Hopper finding Mike Williams in the corner. Hopper now for three. It's good. Damari Hopper and the Tornadoes now with a 2-point lead, 39-37. A 7-0 run for the Tornadoes. Rebounded by Williams. Great burst here at the end of this first half for the Tornadoes. Now can hold it for the last shot if they wish. Blaynot finding Mike Williams. 10 seconds to play before intermission. Block shot there by the 6'10" Bullock. Here's Bullock now going coast to coast. Ricardo Bullock blocks the shot on one end and then handles the ball going coast to coast to the other. 1.7 seconds left to play, half number one. North Carolina Wesleyan ball out of bounds. They'll have to really get this ball up quickly to get it before the end of the half, and they're able to do so. However, it's no good, and great finish to the half for the Tornadoes. The Tornadoes battled all the way back after trailing 10-0 at the start of this game. A well-played first half, really, for both these teams, and the Tornadoes with a burst in that final 90 seconds to take a 39-37 lead into the intermission. Appreciate you joining us here for this edition of Brevard College men's basketball. Stick around. We'll have first half stats and updates from around the world of Brevard College athletics in a few minutes, and then the second half in this USA South Conference matchup between the Battling Bishops of North Carolina Wesleyan and the Tornadoes of Brevard College. Your score at halftime, Brevard 39, North Carolina Wesleyan 37. Brevard 39, North Carolina Wesleyan 37. Your score at the half here at the Boshamer Gymnasium in this USA South Conference matchup. The Tornadoes in that first half led by Levi Lamb with 12 points. He hit 3 out of 4 3-point attempts. Joshua Wilson, or check that, Mike Williams with 10 points. He hit 2 3-pointers in 3 attempts. Jamichael Boone with 5 points, and Paris Crawford with 5 points off the bench as well. Leading rebounder was Damari Hopper for the Tornadoes with 3 rebounds to go along with 5 points and 2 assists. North Carolina Wesleyan led by Mitch Layton with 9 points and Damon McDowell with 9 points. Ricardo Bullock had 6 points and Isaiah Lewis with 4 points. Rebounding advantage has gone the way of North Carolina Wesleyan, 22-13, a 7-2 advantage on the offensive glass. Tornadoes with 9 assists to North Carolina Wesleyan 6. Turnover battle, North Carolina Wesleyan with 8 turnovers. Tornadoes with just 5, a nice number there. North Carolina Wesleyan making the Tornadoes pay for 6 points on those 5 turnovers, while Brevard College has scored 7 points off of North Carolina Wesleyan turnovers. Shooting, North Carolina Wesleyan shooting 47% from the field, Tornadoes 41%. And from the 3-point line, the Tornadoes 8 of 17, that's 47% from beyond the arc. North Carolina Wesleyan has hit just 2 3-pointers in 8 attempts, that's 25%. Free throws, Tornadoes shooting well, 7 of 8 from the line, 88%, and North Carolina Wesleyan 5 of 9 from the free throw line, 56%. Bench points in favor of the Tornadoes, 20-16. Both teams able to get out on the fast break a few times. Tornadoes with 10 fast break points, North Carolina Wesleyan with 9 fast breaks, and second chance points is a key number in this matchup, especially given North Carolina Wesleyan's height advantage. North Carolina Wesleyan with 7 offensive rebounds, 11 second chance points, but this was an area that the Tornadoes certainly improved as the half wore on. North Carolina Wesleyan, in fact, scored their first 6 points off of offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities for the Battling Bishops. So we'll see what the second half has in store for us, but certainly a real nice push at the end of the first half for the Tornadoes to take that 39-37 advantage. North Carolina Wesleyan ran out to a 10-0 lead to start this contest. Brevard College worked their way back, took the lead, and then the lead seesawed back and forth, 5 lead changes in total. And that brought us to the end of that first half with the score, Brevard 39, North Carolina Wesleyan 37, and the two teams getting ready for half number 2. Brevard in the blue jerseys and the white numbers and white stripes, while North Carolina Wesleyan in the gold with the navy blue numbers. Tornadoes going with their original starting lineup of Levi Lamb, Cannon Lamb, Gaddafi Turner, Damari Hopper, and Joshua Wilson. Inbounding the ball for the Battling Bishops is Ricardo Bullock, and we are ready to get underway here. Half number 2 here at the Boshamer Gymnasium, North Carolina Wesleyan and Tornadoes. It's been a good one so far. Down in the low block, and the finish there for A.J. Fry, so quick start there for North Carolina Wesleyan to tie this game up 39 apiece, just the second tie of the afternoon. Cannon Lamb. Gaddafi Turner 3-pointer is no good. And then a foul trying to crash the boards there was Cannon Lamb. Cannon Lamb, by the way, had a career-high 27 points yesterday in the defeat to Methodist. Still looking to get going today. He just has 2 points through the first half. 19:20 to play here in half number 2, just underway here in the second period. All knotted up at 39. Fry. He finds Marin. Marin with a step just inside the 3-point line and the finish there. And so 4 straight points to start the second half for the Battling Bishops. Now with the lead, the 6th lead change of the afternoon, and Hopper on the jumper is fouled by A.J. Fry, and Damari Hopper will head to the free throw line. Hopper 2 for 2 from the line so far today. And Hopper, the senior from Gastonia, North Carolina, make it 3 for 3 from the line for Damari Hopper. Second free throw is good as well. So we're tied up once again, 41-41 your score. Just a minute and 15 seconds have elapsed here in half number 2. North Carolina Wesleyan working the ball around the perimeter. Now here's A.J. Fry. He finds Bullock. 7 on the shot clock for North Carolina Wesleyan. Bullock with a nice look there down low to find Layton. And then the finish by Layton. And 1. 4th foul on Cannon Lamb. So Cannon Lamb picking up 2 quick fouls in the first 1 minute 32 seconds here in the second half. And he will have to head to the bench as Luke Blainett will check in. The sophomore from just up the road in Asheville, North Carolina, Asheville School. And Layton able to convert the 3-point play there to give North Carolina Wesleyan a 3-point lead. Layton now leading the Battling Bishops with 12 points. Turner finding Levi Lamb. Levi Lamb from downtown. It's off the back iron. Battle for the rebound ends up into the hands of Cameron Martin. Now Martin bringing the ball up the court. And a finish there as going to work on that low post was A.J. Fry against Blainett. A 9-2 run for North Carolina Wesleyan to start this second half. And the Battling Bishops with a 5-point lead. 17:30 to play here in half number 2. Blainett, nice look there to find Damari Hopper. Real nice piece of basketball there. Beautiful look there by Luke Blainett to find Damari Hopper, and then Hopper with the finish. Tornadoes needed that to snap that 9-2 run. 46-43 now your score. 17-10 to play second half. Baseline jumper is no good. Ball bounces out of bounds off the hands of a Tornado. Looked like Turner might have touched it there, so it's going to remain North Carolina Wesleyan basketball. 20 on the shot clock for the Battling Bishops. 17:03 to play here, half number 2. Resper working against Joshua Wilson. Now 10 on the shot clock. Launching a 3 there is Martin. Offensive rebound and finish there by A.J. Fry. So the offensive rebounds and the second chance points continuing to rack up for North Carolina Wesleyan. Protecting that glass, so important in this matchup. And a finish there, and 1. Blainett with a great look once again, in the finish by Joshua Wilson. And you can see the emotion in Wilson following that finish. Big time play there. The finish by Wilson down low. Show of strength, and now a trip to the free throw line to try to convert the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Free throw by Joshua Wilson's good, and Tornadoes able to cut the deficit to 2 points. And down low once again, he has had the hot hand in this second half, A.J. Fry for the Battling Bishops. Fry, the senior from Wilmington, North Carolina. 4 minutes have been played here in half number 2. Three-pointer there is good, and you can hear the bench just erupt for the freshman, Luke Blainett. Draining the three-pointer. Luke Blainett has made a serious impact here in the second half. A couple beautiful assists, then that three-pointer, but then a finish there, an answer by North Carolina Wesleyan. 15:25 to play here, half number 2. Turner, Hopper, back to Turner. Here's Levi Lamb, quick pass to Wilson. Wilson quickly tried to find Blainett, and ball sails out of bounds. It'll be North Carolina Wesleyan basketball, but you can feel the energy after that Blainett three-pointer. 15:20 to play here, half number 2. Tornadoes trailing 52-49. So in this game, we've seen the first career points for freshman Paris Crawford. He with 5 points in that first half, and also saw the first career points for Luke Blainett, including the first career three-pointer that just got the Tornado bench erupting. Now North Carolina Wesleyan with the basketball, and once again, A.J. Fry, he now has 13 points, has suddenly turned into a very tough matchup for the Tornadoes. And what a finish there. (54-51). Three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Wilson. 14:15 to play, half number 2. Levi Lamb, Turner. Turner, quick pass to Wilson, finds an open Levi Lamb. Levi Lamb for 3, it's good. And we're all knotted up at 54 apiece. Lamb now with 15 points. 13:55 to play here, half number 2. Fourth tie. We've had 6 lead changes. Fry comes up with the loose ball, maintaining possession for the Battling Bishops. 6 on the shot clock, and then a turnover there, a traveling violation on Cameron Martin. Turnover number 9 for North Carolina Wesleyan. Mike Williams and Jamichael Boone checking in for the Tornadoes. Also Ricardo Bullock checking in for North Carolina Wesleyan along with Josh Covington. So Tornadoes going with Blainett, Levi Lamb, Jamichael Boone as Lamb pulls up for the 3. It's good. So suddenly Levi Lamb becoming hot. Mike Williams and Damari Hopper also on the court for the Tornadoes, and the Tornadoes have worked their way back a 57-54 lead on the hot hand of Levi Lamb. Second chance point there for Mitch Layton. That's 11 offensive rebounds for North Carolina Wesleyan, 17 second chance points. 12:55 to play. Williams maintaining possession for the Tornadoes. Some aggressive defense suddenly by North Carolina Wesleyan. Here's Damari Hopper. Pull-up jumper is good. Great finish there by Damari Hopper. Pull-up just around that free throw line for Hopper. Tornadoes with a 3-point advantage. 12:30 to play here, half number 2. 3-pointers off the mark there, rebounded by Mike Williams. Mike Williams bringing the ball up the court to Michael Boone, finding Levi Lamb, wide open, corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Layton. 12:15 to play here, half number 2. Suddenly the energy here at the Boshemer Gymnasium has risen quite a few levels. 12 minutes to play here in regulation. And a trip to the free throw line now for Tim Pettiford of North Carolina Wesleyan after the Tornadoes foul. And it's going to be a media timeout with your score. Tornadoes 59, Battling Bishops 56. 11:58 to play here, half number 2. Tornadoes with a 59-56 advantage here, 11:58 to play in half number 2. Exciting affair between these two USA South Conference foes. Tornadoes have been led by Levi Lamb, who now has 20 points, has hit 5 3-pointers, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. Now at the free throw line for North Carolina Wesleyan, Tim Pettiford after the foul and Blanett. Pettiford makes the first free throw. Mentioned Levi Lamb with 20 points. Damari Hopper has 11. Joshua Wilson, 3 points. And Mike Williams with 10. JaMichael Boone with 5. Paris Crawford, the freshman, with 5 points as well. And a turnover there for the Tornadoes. It's going to be Battling Bishops basketball. 7th turnover for the Tornadoes, 9 turnovers for the Battling Bishops. A.J. Fry with 13 points, 10 of which have come in the second half, has been a big factor here in this second period. Mitch Layton with 16 for the Battling Bishops. Both teams shooting well. Tornadoes 49%, Battling Bishops 51%. And a turnover there, turnover number 10 for North Carolina Wesleyan. So the two teams trade turnovers here coming out of the media timeout. 11 minutes, 25 seconds to play here, half number 2. Here's Messiah Pankey, some full court pressure and some trapping now. And then a look there, great look to find Blanett. And Luke Blanett, who had entered this game without a point in his college career, now has 5 points. The same applies for Paris Crawford, so it's been a game of freshman debuts and then another turnover there. So last 2 trips down the court for North Carolina Wesleyan. The Tornado defense has forced a turnover. 10:57 to play here, half number 2. Tornadoes enjoying a 3-point lead. Foul there on North Carolina Wesleyan, trying to implement that trap. It's going to be the 3rd foul now on Damon McDowell. 3 team fouls on the Battling Bishops. Just 3 fouls on Tornadoes as well here in the second half. 10:46 to play, half number 2. Pankey bringing the ball up the court for the Tornadoes. Here's Blainett. Williams down low to Jamichael Boone. Boone working the low post, 2 on the shot clock, and Williams able to beat the shot clock with the finish for 3. And the Tornadoes with a 6-point lead, the largest of the lead for Brevard College. Largest lead of the afternoon, 10:12 to play. Foul on Jamichael Boone, so it'll be side out, and then a timeout by head coach Lee Burgess of the Tornadoes. Tornadoes enjoying their largest lead of the afternoon at the moment, 64-58, a 6-point advantage with 10:10 to play here in half number 2. Back to action here at the Boschmer Gymnasium. Tornadoes enjoying a 6-point lead, their largest of the afternoon, and a strong take there to the basket by Josh Covington, and he will head to the free throw line. 5th team foul for the Tornadoes, foul on Luke Blainett. First free throw's no good by Covington. .10:04 to play here, half number 2. Second free throw is true. Now a 5-point lead for the Tornadoes. Under 10 minutes to play. Williams, and again trying to implement some of that full court pressure. North Carolina Wesleyan with the foul. That one on Covington. Now 4 team fouls on the Battling Bishops. Levi Lamb with a game-high 20 points, bringing the ball up the court. Here's Williams, Jamichael Boone finding Messiah Pankey. Pankey picks up his dribble, then able to find Mike Williams. 15 on the shot clock. Levi Lamb guarded by Covington. Lamb with a Euro step, and the scoop is no good. North Carolina Wesleyan basketball. Battling Bishops bench pleased with that defensive stop. Now 9:30 to play here, half number 2. Covington bringing the ball up for the Battling Bishops, guarded by Pankey. Here's Lewis over to Pettiford. Pettiford finding A.J. Fry down low, and A.J. Fry had just 3 points in the first half. He has 12 points here in the second half. Has just been a tough matchup for the Tornadoes down low here in this second half for whatever reason. Jermichael Boone now with 12 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Mike Williams. Mike Williams amongst the trees. Gets his own rebound. Fresh shot clock for the Tornadoes. Finds Pankey. Pankey amongst the trees with the finish. Great job there by Messiah Pankey and Mike Williams. Doing yeoman's work for those backcourt players down low amongst the bigs. Covington guarded by Pankey. Covington tries to beat Pankey off the dribble, and then the finish. Strong take there by Covington of the Battling Bishops. 66-63 your score, 8:15 to play here, half number 2. Levi Lamb from 3. He's had the hot hand all second half. No good. Offensive rebound by Jermichael Boone. Great job by Boone to beat McDowell for that rebound. And then Boone will have a trip to the free throw line. Very nicely done by Jermichael Boone. So Boone with a trip to the free throw line. Tornadoes from the line today, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Have done a very nice job at the charity stripe, and now 11 of 12. Second free throw from Jermichael Boone is up and good. So 12 of 13 from the line for the Tornadoes, a great number. 5-point lead for Brevard. 8 minutes to play here, half number 2. Ten on the shot clock for the Battling Bishops. Here's Fry, guarded by Levi Lamb. And Fry once again now with 17 points on the afternoon, 14 of which have come in the second half. A.J. Fry, senior from Wilmington. Lamb finding Pankey. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Blainett. And a steal there for the Battling Bishops. And the finish there by Covington. So it's now a 1-point game after those back-to-back field goals by the Bishops. Tornadoes need to be careful here as they try to continue to protect this lead. Leading by as many as 6 points here in the second half. Williams misses the jumper. Rebound for North Carolina Wesleyan. Here comes the Battling Bishops on the attack. They have numbers. A couple bodies hit the ground, and then there's a whistle and a foul. And a media timeout on the court. So with 6:56 left to play, Brevard 68, North Carolina Wesleyan 67. Stick around, should be a good one down the stretch here at the Bosch. So McDowell will head to the line after the foul on Jamichael Boone with 6:56 left to play here in the half. First free throw good by McDowell. Levi Lamb leads the Tornadoes with 20 points. 13 points for Mike Williams, 11 points for Damari Hopper, 7 points for Jamichael Boone. Second free throw good as well. And for the 8th time, we've had a lead change in this contest. North Carolina Wesleyan now lead in this game by 1 point. Boone finding Wilson. Here's Williams. Cannon Lamb working on Fry. Boone finds Williams in the low block. 8 on the shot clock. Lamb finding Josh Wilson. Joshua Wilson behind the back dribble. 2 on the shot clock. Shot clock running down. Williams able to launch it up. And North Carolina Wesleyan regains possession. 6:20 to play here, half number 2. Coast to coast there. Damon McDowell now with 13 points. And just like that, North Carolina Wesleyan with a 3-point advantage. 6 minutes left to play here, period number 2. Sixth team foul, second team foul on Josh Covington. Damari Hopper checking in, Messiah Pankey to the bench. So it's Hopper, Cannon Lamb, Mike Williams, Jamichael Boone, and Joshua Wilson, the 5 on the court for the Tornadoes at the moment. 6 minutes to play here in regulation. Mike Williams going to work. Jamichael Boone finding Damari Hopper. Hopper on the low block with the finish. 1 point game. North Carolina Wesleyan on top. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to play here, half number 2. Missed three-pointer there, rebounded by Joshua Wilson. Hopper finding Cannon Lamb. Fry, defended by Jamichael Boone. And a 3-second violation, a turnover against North Carolina Wesleyan, their 12th of the afternoon, as leading scorer in this contest, Levi Lamb checks in. Levi Lamb, by the way, with 20 points this afternoon. He has 974 points in his career, so he's just 26 away from hitting that elusive 1,000 point mark. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that as this 2019-2020 season rolls on, but most certainly a inevitable situation where Levi Lamb will hit that 1,000 point mark, and we'll love to see it happen here at the Bosch in one of these upcoming home games, but certainly made a dent in that number so far this afternoon. But first things first, 4:40 to play, 71-70 your score, North Carolina Wesleyan on top. And this game's just been a dogfight between two USA South Conference competitors, both looking to bounce back after losses yesterday in conference play. North Carolina Wesleyan losing to Piedmont, and Tornadoes losing to Methodist, as Levi Lamb ties this game up at 71. That's the 5th time we've had a tie score in this contest. 4:40 to play here. Levi Lamb with the free throw. It is up and good. The Tornadoes now 14 of 15 from the stripe. Ten on the shot clock for North Carolina Wesleyan, and then a strong take there by Isaiah Lewis. And another lead change, the 8th of the afternoon. 4:10 to play here in the second period. Joshua Wilson trying to find Mike Williams. Ball bounces out of bounds. North Carolina Wesleyan basketball, 4:03 left to play. Well, we're on winter break here at Brevard College. Classes start a week from Monday, so not the usual student section, but a nice turnout of folks from around the Brevard, North Carolina community. Appreciate all them coming here to the Bosch. And a foul underneath as the officials get this sorted out. We'll head to a media timeout with 3:46 left to play in period number 2. North Carolina Wesleyan 73, Brevard 72. North Carolina Wesleyan 73, Brevard 72. 3 minutes, 46 seconds left to play here in half number 2. As A.J. Fry will head to the free throw line. Fry with 17 points, 14 points here in the second half. Make it 18 points, 15 in the second half. He's been a tough matchup for the Tornadoes in this second period. Fry leads all North Carolina Wesleyan players now with 19 points. Mitch Layton has 16, and Damon McDowell has 13. Levi Lamb leads the Tornadoes with 22 points. Damari Hopper and Mike Williams each with 13. Here's Cannon Lamb. Lamb with the backdoor cut. The great look to Damari Hopper and one. Great look by Cannon Lamb to find the cutting Damari Hopper. Damari Hopper with the finish, the foul, and the trip to the free throw line. Chance for a three-point play. Tornadoes 14 of 15 for the line heading into this free throw for Hopper. That's 93%. And Hopper converts the free throw, so now 15 of 16. So Tornadoes certainly doing what they need to do at the free throw line. And we are tied up once again, the 7th tie of this contest. We've had 10 lead changes as well. North Carolina Wesleyan has led by as many as 10 points. They went off to a 10-0 lead to begin this contest. Three-pointer there is no good. Brevard has led by as many as 6. Each team shooting well, all things considered. North Carolina Wesleyan 56% from the field. Tornadoes 47%. Tornadoes have hit 12 three-pointers. Under 3 minutes to play here, all knotted up at 75. Josh Wilson finding Levi Lamb. Levi Lamb from 3. It's no good, just off the front rim. Rebounded there by Lewis. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Coming down the home stretch here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. A good one between these two USA South Conference squads. Lewis finding Fry. 8 on the shot clock for North Carolina Wesleyan. Poked away by Cannon Lamb. Damari Hopper comes up with it. And the foul there on the breakaway. And Hopper will have a trip to the free throw line. Nice job by the Tornadoes. Lamb coming up with the turnover, quickly getting it out to a streaking Damari Hopper. the foul on Josh Covington. That's foul number 4 on Covington. 9 team fouls on North Carolina Wesleyan, so Tornadoes will be in the bonus from this point forward. This one a shooting foul, so 2 shots for Damari Hopper. First free throw is good. So the Tornadoes now 16 of 17 from the line. Hopper 5 for 5 from the line, now 14 points. And make it 17 of 18 from the line for the Tornadoes. And 6 of 6 for Damari Hopper in that category, 15 points for Hopper. Tornadoes now with a 2-point lead, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. Finish there by Lewis. And we're all tied up once again at 77. 2 minutes left to play here at the Bosch. Mike Williams bringing the ball up the court for the Tornadoes. Here's Joshua Wilson. Wilson finding Cannon Lamb. Lamb with the head fake. Hands it off to Damari Hopper. Damari Hopper with the long 2. It's blocked by Damon McDowell. 1 minute, 35 seconds left to play here, half number 2. And turnover there. Tornado basketball. So a big call there, and now the officials have reversed the call. So it'll remain North Carolina Wesleyan basketball after the protestations of the North Carolina Wesleyan bench. Officials changed that call, and so it'll remain North Carolina Wesleyan basketball. 1:32 left to play here at the Boschmer Gymnasium. 77-77 your score. It's been a good one here at the Bosch this afternoon.
Fans, don't forget the women's basketball team will be back at home at Washington Gym this Wednesday at 7:30 as they play host to Agnes Scott. Women's basketball this Wednesday, 7:30 right here at Washington Gym. The men's next home game will be January 21st, that's a Tuesday, against Piedmont right here at Washington Gym with tip-off starting at 7:30. Next men's home game, Tuesday, January 21st, right here at Washington Gym.
So Tornadoes following this one against North Carolina Wesleyan go on the road for 3 straight USA South Conference contests. At Berea, at Covenant, and at Pfeiffer. Return home on Tuesday, January 21st versus Piedmont College. If you're in the area, come on out this week, this Wednesday, women's basketball, 7:30 p.m. right here at the Bosch versus Agnes Scott. So we're all tied up at 77 apiece. We have 92 seconds left to play in this contest. North Carolina Wesleyan basketball underneath their own basket. Pressure defense there by Mike Williams, making things uncomfortable for Pettiford. Josh Covington probing. And a foul on the Tornadoes. Foul on Lamb, now 18 fouls on the Tornadoes, so both teams in a bonus situation. And at the line is Josh Covington. He struggled for the line until that made free throw was 1 of 4, so now 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 points for Covington. So both free throws buried there that time for Covington. And a 2-point lead for North Carolina Wesleyan now. 72 seconds left to play here. Half number 2, Wilson. Tornadoes trying to get something going on the half-court set here Every possession so critical at this juncture. Levi Lamb, pump fake. Strong take to the basket, finds Kanan Lamb. Extra pass there to Josh Wilson from three. It's good. Joshua Wilson draining the three, giving the Tornadoes the lead 80-79. Great extra pass there to find Wilson. Wilson bearing the three. 80-79 your score, 45 seconds left to play. And great job there by Mike Williams to force the turnover. And Tornado basketball, just a brilliant job defensively there by Mike Williams. With 39.9 seconds, Tornadoes on top by one. Williams bringing the ball up the court, defended by Pettiford. 30 seconds left to play. About a 9-second differential between shot and game clock. 20 seconds on the game clock. Nice look there. Wilson to find Levi Lamb, and the finish by Lamb. Oh my, what a finish by Levi Lamb after the look from Wilson and a timeout on the court. And the Tornado faithful rise to their feet. An 82-79 lead for the Tornadoes. Levi Lamb with the finish on the Joshua Wilson dish. And the Tornadoes up by three. Shot clock off. 14.5 seconds left to play. North Carolina Wesleyan basketball. Now, the Battling Bishops need a three-pointer to tie this game, and there's a lot of discussion amongst coaches and pundits on what a team does defensively in this situation, because there is a strategy by which you can commit a foul and send a opponent to the free throw line to shoot a couple free throws and basically avoid the situation where the opponent has a chance to shoot a three to tie the game. So we'll see what the Tornadoes choose to do here. You can go a variety of ways here, but meanwhile, 14 seconds left to play. Tornadoes with a three-point lead. Fry. Three-pointer there is no good, off the mark. Rebounded by Levi Lamb. And Lamb is fouled. He'll go to the line with the opportunity to ice this game with 3.5 seconds. Foul on Covington. So North Carolina Wesleyan did get the chance to shoot a three-pointer to perhaps tie this game. It was well off the mark. And now a trip to the free throw line for Levi Lamb. And the Tornadoes have just been sensational from the free throw line this afternoon. 94%, 17 of 18. Free throw by Lamb is no good. Feel free to chalk up that one to the old broadcaster jinx. So now 17 of 19 for the line. Second free throw from Lamb is good. Now 3.5 seconds left. Down by 4, North Carolina Wesleyan launches a three, and the Tornadoes come away victorious. A big bounce-back victory after yesterday's defeat to Methodist, an 83-79 win, a great team win coming from behind, down 10-0 to start this game, and a real impressive showing by head coach Lee Burgess' squad as the Tornadoes come away victorious, 83-79 your final score. Stick with us. We'll bring you all the final stats and a recap of this exciting ball game here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Your final score, 83-79, Tornadoes on top. Stick with us. We'll have a recap of this afternoon's contest as the Tornadoes get their second win of the season in USA South Conference play, 83-79 over North Carolina Wesleyan. Your final score from the Boschmer Gymnasium, Brevard 83, North Carolina Wesleyan 79. Tornadoes improving to 3-9 overall, 2-3 in the USA South Conference. And North Carolina Wesleyan dropping to 5-7, 1-3 in the conference. Tornadoes led by Levi Lamb with 25 points as he continues to creep up on that 1,000-point mark for his career. 25 points. He hit 5 of 10 three-pointers, also made 4 free throws, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal and a block shot. Damari Hopper with 18 points. He was 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 5 of 7 from the field. He also pulled down 3 rebounds and had a steal. Mike Williams with 13 points, 5 of 9 field goals, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, had 3 assists and a steal. Jamichael Boone with 7 points, Joshua Wilson with 6 points, Luke Blainot and Paris Crawford each with 5 points. Those were their first collegiate points in a Tornado uniform, so congratulations to those two. Both players hitting a three-pointer. North Carolina Wesleyan was led by A.J. Fry with 19 points, 16 of which came in the second half. Mitch Layton with 16 points, and Damon McDowell with 13 points, leading rebounders for North Carolina Wesleyan. Mitch Layton and Isaiah Lewis each with 6. In that rebounding category, North Carolina Wesleyan with 35 rebounds to 21 for the Tornadoes, 11-4 advantage on the offensive glass, and a 17-9 advantage in second chance opportunities. But Brevard limited that category when it mattered most. A undersized Brevard team when it comes down to a height comparison of these two teams. North Carolina Wesleyan, one of the tallest teams in the USA South Conference and perhaps all of Division III, but the Tornadoes able to limit the damage in that department. Shooting from the field, North Carolina Wesleyan 53%, Brevard 48%. Brevard was hot from the three-point line, especially at a couple of key moments, hitting 13 three-pointers. North Carolina Wesleyan really struggled in that department, just 2 of 15 from beyond the arc. Free throw line was very kind to the Tornadoes, 18 of 20 from the line, 90%. The Battling Bishops were 15 of 20 for 75%. Now, North Carolina Wesleyan took a 10-0 lead to open this ball game. Brevard worked its way back, took the lead in the first half. About midway through, teams seesawed back and forth, a 39-37 advantage at the end of one. And then heading to the second half, the teams continued to trade the lead. In fact, 13 total lead changes in this contest, 8 ties, and ultimately down the stretch, Brevard getting it done with a couple of key possessions, some real nice team basketball being played on both ends of the court by the Brevard College Tornadoes, and rewarded thusly with the USA South Conference victory. So congratulations to the Tornadoes, a much needed win after that loss yesterday to Methodist, and now a 2-3 record in USA South Conference play. And the Tornadoes will now hit the road beginning this Wednesday, a trip to Berea, Kentucky against Berea College, and then trips to Lookout Mountain, Georgia, and Missenheimer, North Carolina, versus Covenant and Pfeiffer. Back home again here at the Boschmer Gymnasium on Tuesday, January 21st versus Piedmont College. So women's game this week on Wednesday. Hope you can join us for that one at 7:30 p.m. versus Agnes Scott. Well, for Avery Lockwood, for Joseph Marvin, for Angie Mascaro, for all those who helped with tonight's broadcast, do want to thank them and want to thank you for tuning in wherever you may have joined us for this broadcast from. A worthwhile afternoon if you're a Tornado fan, no doubt about it. A dramatic win as the Tornadoes come from behind for this victory. Your final score for the final time: Tornadoes 83, North Carolina Wesleyan 79. Tornadoes win. Have a very pleasant rest of your Sunday evening, go Tornadoes.